Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh man. We're back at it. Tell them again, we're back at it. We're back at it. Oh. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been in the, I'm a gym bro, so I've been in the gym and my shoulders hurt, my chest hurt. I don't like the gym. It's not made. The gym's not made for people with wide, big necks and wide backs. I don't like it. I'm telling you right now, I don't like it. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, that was funny.
That was hilarious.
Oh man.
That was hilarious.
Damn, you know what? We're doesn't look like okay. So welcome to episode 86 of Blerd Talk. I'm your host with the most. I'm with my boys right here. Boys, can y'all give y'all names?
Ryan, how y'all doing?
Just Jay, y'all. How y'all doing
tonight? Love it, love it. Let us know if our volume, we had to tweak a little bit of settings earlier, so let us know if y'all can hear us okay. So there is some things this week. There are a lot of good things this week in the Blerd space. But before we get to it, I gotta give some props to there is this new show called Cross. It's about Alex Cross, written by James Patterson, the books and everything like that. I made it on the first episode. Shout out to Anacostia. Because he's down in Anacostia in Southeast. I only watched the first episode because Jason, I stopped watching the first episode because I realized I only had 3 more episodes of Demon Slayer. So I finished Demon Slayer and I'm going to go back.
Demon Slayer is still on?
Yes, Demon Slayer is still on. So the newest season, my man Tanjiro, they in the infinite mansion and he's free falling, telling you about you. I'm going to come for that ass. No Diddy. No Diddy. So I started watching that, but I did watch Cross and I am really impressed with Cross right now. But now I want to, his partner, isn't that the Old Spice dude who used to be the Old Spice dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's him?
That's him.
See, it's hard to tell, but that's him. That's him.
And
he was actually acting.
He was, and he was acting pretty damn good.
He played the older version, the black kid on It Chapter 2, bro.
Oh, I ain't never seen it.
Oh, you never seen it?
You're right. He did play the. Oh my gosh, you're right. That was him. Damn, I didn't even realize that. Sheesh. Damn.
I finished Cross. I'm at a 4 out of 5.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm really impressed with the show so far. I know it's hard to steer away from like the typical black thing, but the police commissioner made me mad the first go round. Like, because like, what do we care about some gang banging drug? Like, you didn't even investigate. That's what the I'm like, and I know it has to go with the story. I know, but I was just like, damn. But I really feel like that's how cops see us. Like just like that. Just like that. She didn't even give. She was just like, oh, he was trying to defund the police. Oh, what we care about some gang banging, drug using. And I was just like, damn, that's wild. That you don't even, where's your thing to say somebody was murdered? Like, what do we care? Like, I couldn't believe that. But after we got past that and they started getting to the story, I was like, okay, I got to finish watching this.
It's good, bro.
So I actually got some news for y'all this week. Okay. I'm pretty upset about this. I don't know if y'all watched it. Before we get into In Gun We Trust, before we get into that, Scott Pilgrim takes off. There will not be a second season.
Thank goodness.
What? I liked the first one.
It was trash.
What?
Yeah, nah.
See, there go that hill. Kind of like my man. The hill fight back. Fight back. There's that hill. I'm dying on alone. I truly like that. I'm kind of upset about that. I didn't get a chance to see that. I really wanted the second season, but we're not going to get that. Daniel Craig is reportedly in talks to star in DC Studios' Sergeant Rock film. That's okay. I mean, I don't think a lot of people know about Sergeant Rock. Right, exactly. So it's kind of like
heard it.
I know him a little bit, but
right. I would definitely have to read up on it. I'm not even gonna fake like I sat here and knew this. How to Train Your Dragon is actually getting a movie, which I think is so stupid because the animated one was awesome. Why do you need to make a live action one? So I'm kind of blown about that. When I saw the trailer this week, I was like, they're making a live action How to Train Your Dragon. And while we're on that, I'm gonna slap Disney's hand too, because they're making a prequel to Lion King, called Mufasa. And I'm thinking to myself,
yeah, you're right, Jason.
What do we care? Listen, I know how that sounds. I'm not knocking, but what do you care about Mufasa when, the Lion King really was about Simba? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, to
They
me,
run out of ideas.
And right, and here's my thing. James Earl Jones did such a good job. Mufasa, you knew what he was trying to do. He just so happened to pass away. I don't understand why you need a Mufasa movie. So I'm a little bit thrown off by that. I'm a little bit thrown off by it. I don't understand why you need a Mufasa movie, but okay.
Chasing the dollar, bro. Chasing
the dollar. Your big boy, y'all boy Kevin from Marvel, said that we'll be seeing a lot more mutants in the MCU, but it may be too late. Exactly. Oh, it may be a tad bit too late for that. At this point, I'm kind of thinking that Marvel is kind of dead, and I feel like a lot of people are thinking, because as I said before, Wolverine and Deadpool was not all that. It was good, but it was a pretty basic storyline. I'm not knocking it. I'm still giving it like a 8 out of 10, but it was a basic story.
What was 8 out of 10?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Marvel is now Madden, Call of Duty. We all know it's coming. We all know we're gonna get it. So it's just another day. It's nothing special. It's Madden. It's NBA 2K.
I agree.
WWE 2K. Call
I
of
agree
Duty.
with that.
FIFA.
I agree with that. It's kind of dead. Marvel's kind of dead at this point. It's kind of like,
it's just there. It's just hanging around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there.
So
sorry. Not really.
So in fact, Ryan, I was basically trying to send it in the chat, but I was so hooked on it. If y'all saw the title in Gun We Trust, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I put that because James Gunn and Dean Leroy, I think his name was, they sat down with IGN because, Creature Commandos is go ahead, Jason.
I'd like to apologize for my comments about IGN last week. There was one guy doing the reviews per episode for the Joker show.
For Penguin.
The Penguin.
For the Penguin, excuse me.
Okay.
But it was a completely different person that did the final review.
Right. So I'm taking okay. Yeah.
Still stupid.
Yeah, stupid, because that guy was
Just
clearly wrong.
Clear that up.
Clearly wrong. Yeah. So they was asking James Gunn about the future of the DCU. And he said some interesting things. One, he said anything that you see in Peacemaker 2, because they asked him what's canon in the DCU now. He said anything you see in the DCU, starting with Peacemaker 2 moving forward, is canon.
I thought
unless he said
one was canon.
Huh?
He said one was canon except for the Justice League.
Right. He said one was canon except for the Justice League. But any other things moving forward into like anything you see in Peacemaker 2 moving forward for any of the stuff, I think is that we saying it's going to be canon.
I thought, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I saw the interview as well. I thought he was saying that since Creature Commandos, anything that's mentioned from Creature Commandos on forward.
Yes, I'm sorry. I should have said Creature. Yes. Creature Commandos forward is going to be canon. Correct. You are absolutely correct. Except you're right, Jason. Except that Justice League tidbit in the first one. I thought I was like, okay. So he said the
I'm fine
movie
with it.
list. I'm pretty damn excited about Lantern. But
I am too.
now here's a funny thing he said in the interview. Somebody asked him, and if y'all don't know, they was talking about the whole Aaron Pierre being a light-skinned black person. Like he's being light-skinned, but they wanted Jon Stewart to be dark-skinned because he's dark-skinned in the comic book, so they wanted a dark-skinned person to play Jon Stewart.
People make me
Exactly. The thing about it that was cool, they asked him about that. He said, look, I'm cool with the casting of Aaron Pierre. I think he's a great actor. He was talking about the dude who's going to play Hal Jordan too, the dude who played in Godzilla, Cal, which I do think he is a little too old to play Hal Jordan, depending on where it's going to take place in the timeline.
Mhm.
But he actually said Aaron Pierre almost played Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
He said that in the interview, and the first thing I was like, thank goodness he did. I was like, thank God he didn't get that. I was like, thank God. I was like, yeah. I was like, I couldn't have like seen that happen, but I was like, he was going to play Adam Warlock. Yeah, but he said he almost played Adam Warlock. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like James Gunn has actually thought this plan all the way through, because he even talked about, apparently, we all know Viola Davis is a great Amanda Waller. She's supposed to be getting her own show called Waller.
Mhm.
I really want to see that. Now look, I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all know I'm a DC fanboy, okay? But I hold DC in high regards because I love it so much. Do I think this is gonna be the best Superman movie we ever seen? No, I'm not gonna lie to you. And do I think it's gonna be the best Batman movie we ever seen? Absolutely not. Y'all already know my MO. I think the Trinity should take a little break. I think the Trinity should take a break. After this Superman movie, we don't need another Superman movie. We don't need another Batman movie. We don't need another Wonder Woman movie. I'm standing by my decision with that. And I was just like, direct. Now, I do think bringing the lanterns in there, okay, cool. Because then that's going to lead the door open to other cores. Then you're probably going to get Fear. I don't think, maybe Fear and red and yellow. I don't think, which is the anger core and the Fear core. I don't think it would be more of a surprise to bring the rest of the cores in, because I don't think a lot of people know about the rest of the cores. So that would be great to see that. I'm really curious to see how this Green Lantern show is going to play out. I'm really curious to see that. Yes, Jason, go ahead. Couple answers. Couple answers for you, bro.
Let me backtrack just a step with the
Eric.
Did I hear you correctly? You said you don't think he Fear the Fear one? That's yellow, right?
Yeah, Fear is yellow.
You don't think he's gonna do that?
No, I think he is.
Okay.
I think if you're doing the Green Lanterns, I'm not gonna say there's no way, but depending on where that story takes place, you're gonna have to, because remember, Sinestro is one of the known members of the Green Lantern Corps before he goes to the Yellow Corps.
Fear?
Before he goes Fear. So I think that is going to play a part. Now, he could go completely off the wall and do something like the Orange Corps, which is Greed. He could go, but that story, exactly, and you're shaking your head because of the story that goes with that. So that will be, and if you're thinking, are you thinking about Parallax? Is that the story you're thinking about?
That's way too soon.
See, exactly. That's way too soon to do that story.
But second question, and that question leads to my original question, which is, you really think he's gonna bring in the Lanterns and still not do the Trinity movie, bro?
No, okay.
He's gonna do it, bro.
He's gonna do it.
Better question. You think we ain't gonna get a Justice League from James? A Justice
we're
League movie?
we're going to get a Justice League, but I guarantee we won't get we won't get a Justice League movie for about 3 years down the road.
5.
And I was going to actually say 5, but I feel like 5 is a bit too long to wait.
So do you want him to not do no Batman nor Wonder Woman movie till the Justice? You need a Trinity, my boy. We gotta
I know you
having these
need,
conversations.
but see,
Stop having these conversations.
I would want a Wonder Woman, but I would want it to be with her and the Amazons. Like, I would want something along those lines. Because he actually says a good point. He says, I'm really not going to really take it back to how Superman became Superman, how Batman became Batman. Because he literally says, everyone knows how Superman became Superman, and everyone knows how Batman became Batman. So I agree with that. I'm 100. You and I have talked about that plenty of times on this show. Like, we agree with that.
At that part, I agree with.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't need another backstory on Superman or Batman. Now, I do think the Amazons would be a great story to start out from. And I'm talking about before Diana. Like, to see her, see her mother, like, fighting, and how they get Themyscira. How Aphrodite comes out and gives them, like, I'm going to give you your own paradise.
I see what you're saying. Go ahead, Brian.
No, my bad, Jason. Real quick. Now, he actually, if y'all remember that first announcement, well, we don't know how far along he's going to do it, but he did say that they were going to have something like a Paradise Lost type show, regarding the Amazons.
I can see that. Now
but he said that in his first announcement. So, I don't know which age.
You're not getting that before a Wonder Woman movie. That's what I was saying. You're not getting
that for you was good. Yeah, you're right.
You don't think so?
It will be so good to see
a show, but not a movie.
Now that's what I'm saying. Maybe because if you think about it, okay, hear me out. Shows are a little bit better to do. One, because most people are going to sit and watch a show, even if it's bad. Even if it's bad, you're more likely to sit down. I mean, I watched Gotham Knights.
Game of Thrones.
Whoa, wait. Did you just say Game of Thrones?
Yes,
I
did.
Being a bad show?
Yeah, that show overrated as I don't know what, man. That show overrated.
We're going to have to circle back to that one, Jay. Oh, wait. Yeah. We're going to hold that thought because we're going to have to come back around to that one.
I like it better than Friends.
You know what? Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to come back to that. But I feel like since you have more access to shows, you're more tend to watch it even if it's bad. So
Flash season 5.
Absolutely trash.
Garbage. I don't even know the villain. I'm just throwing one out there.
Nobody does. Nobody knows what the villain. But you're more likely to watch a show. If you got to pay for it, somebody's not going to go to the movie and pay for that. So it would be smart. I think he's doing good starting it with like a lot of show, like a lot of characters who are like unknown who you want to get going. I think shows are the best way to do them. Even though it didn't get a lot of hype like that, I thought Black Lightning was I'm glad CW took a chance and they did Black Lightning. I like the guy that played Black Lightning and everything. The writing was just bad.
Scooter.
Yeah, it started off.
It was bad.
That was Scooter from Living Single.
Right.
Oh wow. Yeah,
so,
right. That was him.
Like I said, I know he's going because he has to do the Trinity. There's no way he can start the DCU without a Trinity.
As long as you know.
I get it. I just don't. I would want him to start in a different place. But he can't because what he's really trying to do is scratch everything you remember. Okay. Like we're still going to acknowledge it that it happened. But when you think DC, I want you to think everything that I'm creating and going forward. Yeah. That's what I want. That's what he wants. But the problem with that too is going to live side. Okay. The Penguin has no canon to what he's doing.
No.
None.
No. None.
Now, but it will be smart for James Gunn to take if he wanted to do something with the Penguin moving forward, I would take Colin with that. Not his own show. Hold on, because he already had a show. Not his show. I'm talking about maybe something. Okay, all right. Hear me out. What if we go the Legion of Doom? Just hear me out. Okay. I know that's a lot of characters that you got to introduce, and you got to introduce them real fast. But let's say he just switched the lineup a little bit, and maybe he put the Penguin in the line, the Legion of Doom.
How would he explain the two different Batmans? Or
Right.
you saying take?
But that's why I'm saying leave Patterson, but just take the Penguin.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
What's good, cuz?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. The way Ron said, no, that's not gonna work.
No, I'm sorry, because
you're right, though.
I like how everything's separated. Like James Gunn DCU is, we can have our cake and eat it too with Matt Reeves first.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And plus how he's introducing the characters. I like you said, I like how he's already establishing that these characters are here. Yeah. He's going to incorporate characters, so it's not just going to be Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
All right.
He's going to have these characters in different shows popping up, so it's going to be intertwined. So I think that's why Cal,
we do know,
and you're right, older.
Because we do know he's going to have a Robin, because the whole thing, his Robin movie, he said was going to be Batman, Brave and the Bold. But now, but see, me personally, okay, before Damian Wayne was even written, I did think Dick Grayson was the better Robin.
He was.
But then Damian came, and I'm like, man, Damian may just be the best Robin. But not a lot of people know how Damian came to be Damian. Mm-hmm. So now you got to go, okay, are we going to, because y'all know, right, who I'm Jason. Now, Ryan, do you know Damian Wayne, like how he came to be?
Yeah, that's Talia's and Bruce's son.
Exactly. So now, but if you introduce Talia, you got to introduce Ra's al Ghul, because they're gonna be like, well, why was she so important? You know what I'm saying? So, and remember, Damian had been training since a baby to be a lethal assassin. Like this dude is so nasty, he fought his own dad. And we all know that Batman is probably one of the best hand-to-hand combat people in the DC universe. And Damian was able to go toe-to-toe with him. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
And plus, James Gunn's DCU is like, so if Matt Reeves' universe is more grounded with the characters, James Gunn can go to more fantastical, you know what I'm saying, with the characters.
Agreed.
So I think so that Ra's al Ghul would work, you know, with the what's that thing he be getting into, the pit, the Lazarus pit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Dank the Tank. I do agree with that. He said that I'm pretty sure the DCU's, Hal Jordan is going to go away. That's what I think too. I think that he's just going to be in this Lanterns movie, the show, and then he's probably going to retire out or something, or he's going to go into another sector, and we're not going to hear about him for a while. And then I feel like he's going to make a comeback later on in the DCU. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to get Hal Jordan. Like he's going to be in the show, but he's either going to go away for a minute. Hal Jordan is, because I'm not going to lie to you, Aaron Pierre being Jon Stewart, that's probably like a 4 or 5 movie deal. I just see it happening. Because you already said they got to have a Justice League. Okay, you got to have a Green Lantern in a Justice League. You can't have a Justice League without the Green Lantern. You know, that's kind of unheard of.
Well, they just tried.
But that was down.
They just tried.
Oh, right. And now I'm with you, Tank, but here's the problem with that. In order to do the Blackest Night, you have to introduce the other cores. And that's too early to do.
Let's get to the Lantern show first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's going to open too many doors that they're going to have questions from. Because the Blackest Night is a deep comic book. That's like, because I think Barry gets a blue ring. Wonder Woman actually gets a red ring. That one was kind of dope. Yes, and my cousin said that Dune Prophecy. I haven't even watched Dune yet.
Me neither. It's
You
good.
know I. Hey,
I know
look.
you.
Hey, as soon as I hear Doom, what? Doom, what?
How many episodes did you watch?
Just one.
Oh, so they're doing the Penguin
Oh,
thing. It's only one
weekly.
episode a week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I guess I'll watch it. Okay, catch up.
You better. I don't want to hear none of that. You just sat through Penguin episode per episode.
No,
Don't do that.
I didn't.
You binged the Penguin?
I binged the Penguin. The Penguin. I
Oh,
binged
wow.
it. I binged it. I did.
Club
wow.
lights is on, party on. Like I'm all on fun. We all on fun.
Well, I surely did.
Yo.
I'm rooting for James Gunn, man. We got a month for Creature Commandos, right? Creature Commandos.
Probably less than that. Yeah, it started December 5th.
Man,
I'm excited, bro.
HBO Max, they trying. Ferrari, they went from Penguin
Man.
to Doom and going to Creature Command.
Hey,
and then Peace, they already advertised.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I think and they asked him another good question. I like James Gunn because he's honest too. He was like, "Why do a Creature Commando animation?" He was like, "I don't know. I just." He was like, "I don't know." But
Bro,
but once
my
again,
bad.
nobody was going to see that in the movie theaters because not enough people know about the Commandos to do that.
Exactly.
So that was better. That was better.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, if they're not a big name character, you're not going to go to the movie to go see them. You're not going to do that because it's going to feel like a waste of money. It's going to feel like a waste of money.
You're right, and so what?
What?
Time for some time. I'm just saying. So you're right, and I'm saying, so what? It's time to get fresh. It's time to get new.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. It's time to get new.
And I'm trying to tell y'all, whoever James Gunn, whoever they got, like I see this being big, and I'm talking about not just with our regular Justice League, Aquaman. I see this going to Zatanna, Swamp Thing. I see this going to hell. To be perfectly honest with you, he could bring Sandman into the joint, and then that way you can get Lucifer and all that.
Because James Gunn knows how to take characters that nobody really knows about.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look at Peacemaker.
Exactly. And that's why I'm excited.
That whole umbrella over there, they're just either allowed or have the right. I don't even know how to quantify it because I'm not in the business. But they pushing their creativity to the limit.
Yeah.
That's just something. I hate to compare it. But I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
That's just something that Disney's not doing. They're not trying to innovate, man. They just it's like another day. It's just another Madden. Like I keep bringing up, it's Madden 26, Madden 27. It's the same game.
Because we were watching, I gotta finish watching Alex Cross. I'm only on the first episode, but I'm gonna finish watching Alex Cross because the first episode was like that. But they actually say something to James Gunn about that, and the guy's like, "So how did you get these projects greenlighted?" He was like, "I own it." So what you gonna tell me? No, like
right. He said, "I just wrote it."
Yeah,
and
I just wrote it. He was like,
"I was bored." I said, "Dang, okay."
He ain't lying though. The man was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it." What you gonna tell me? No, because dude, that thing said chair CEO. Like, dude, I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was like that.
See that now as a person working either for Disney or Marvel Studios, whatever branch, umbrella, whatever. How do you not have the powers to want it? And even if they're not giving it to you, go do it. Because it is, and I promise you, this is all troll aside, but everything DC right now, especially with the Penguin and Matt Reeves as Batman, is literally like night and day to what Marvel is doing.
This is the perfect time, though.
And this is me not trolling Marvel. This is healthy criticism of actually them finally push your pen, as hip hop artists would say. Push your pen. Somebody not pushing that pen over there, man.
But then it could just
watch
be
the Penguin and Matt Reeves and Blue Beetle and Creature Commandos, and then look at Quantumania, Ant-Man and Quantumania.
Yeah.
And
what was that?
What?
No, he just said a movie.
Ant-Man and Quantumania, right? Ant-Man 3.
Never heard of it.
See,
Never heard
then
of.
you got like Echo. Respect to Echo, but you know,
Eh,
I did like that trailer for the. I do want to go. I do want to see Daredevil though. I do want to see Daredevil. I do want to see Daredevil. I do want to
my
see Daredevil.
loyalty to the Netflix Daredevil is keeping. That's the only connection.
Whoa.
Is that
First of all, cuz what are you talking about? You got a love-hate thing with the Penguin. What is this? There is no love-hate. It's all love. What are you talking about?
But yeah, Marvel don't have to be dark. They don't. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
But
bring
that's
something new, man.
I think that's where, because I think Marvel is still trying to stick to the. Oh, okay. Let me take that back. Maybe they just ran out of steam. Maybe you got. It could just be
Yeah.
they're running out of steam, and that could just be it. Maybe
I
some of the
think
writers
so.
got writer block, and I can't even imagine how it is being a writer. You think you take somebody a great story, they read it, go like, go start that over. You know?
Is Agatha all along the best MCU anything in the past few years? And I'm
Yes.
not counting Spider-Man because that's
Oh.
like a license. I mean, if you want to count Spider-Man as an MCU thing, then yeah, fine. But outside of Spider-Man, which has Sony hands on it, is that like the best MCU anything in the past few years?
And I haven't even finished it, but I'm going to say yes, because the first 2 episodes I watched, I was like, yeah, this is actually legit. The first episode, I was like, it's slow, but by the second episode, it was picking up.
What was the last movie or project, more movie from MCU before Agatha all along?
Guardians, I think.
Yeah, Guardians.
Was it
3,
Guardians of 3?
I believe
And
so.
and that's funny because Tank is in here. I personally
Guardians 3
like.
was okay.
I like Guardians 3. It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah. To me, 2 is still the worst one, but 3 was okay.
2 was worse than 3.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
here we go.
Yes. Yes. Wait, Jason, are you sitting here and you're going to tell me that you think 2 is better than 3?
Hey,
I've only watched 2 and 3 one time. I just hold. So I'm just
Now,
just
I do think 1 is the best Guardians.
Two was
Period.
Kurt Russell.
Right. Kurt Russell was 2.
yeah.
Right.
He was what's the planet name again?
Ego. No.
Ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Ego.
Is it Ego?
Yeah, because I was about to call him Mogo, but that's DC. That's
DC.
That's DC.
Yeah. Okay, I remember.
okay. Javon
Hey,
agreed with
Josh.
me. He said agreed. Guardians 2 is worse.
Hey, Josh.
Okay. I'm not debating. I was just.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, Ryan.
Nah, I'm about to call you from my computer.
For the okay.
This ain't gonna mess up nothing, right?
No, I think you just close it out, and then you should be good.
All right.
Yeah. Now, Tank just said that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is amazing. Amazing. So okay, so Tank, if you do you think put it in the chat, do you think Guardians 3 is better than the first one? My cousin said check what he drinking real quick.
Who, me? I didn't disagree or
I
agree.
I think he talking about you with the
No, yeah, no, I'm about to say no. I didn't.
Man. And I think you actually met my cousin who was at the family reunion when that year you slid through. He was there. This the one that talking about.
Yeah, no, I didn't disagree or agree with Guardians 2 or 3. I didn't.
Oh, okay. So you're okay. All right. So you're not okay. I'm with you.
No, I only saw Guardians 2 once. It's just for the movie theater.
Yeah, I definitely.
That's why I was like trying to remember. I kind of remember little scenes.
And let's be real.
Yeah, I don't know.
James Gunn wrote all 3 of those and directed them, and they were all good. Well.
Yeah.
Altogether, they were
all
good.
together.
Yeah.
All together. I agree. To be honest, they may be the best trilogies in the MCU.
I still put Captain America over.
Wait, is Captain America actually a trilogy? What you got the first Captain America, then you got Winter Soldier, and what was that one?
And Civil
War.
Oh, okay. I don't include Civil War, but okay. If that's actually then I'll take that. Then I'll take it. You're right.
Captain America.
You're right. Okay. Oh, okay. I agree with that. If Captain, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is the best trilogy in the MCU.
What?
Captain America.
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah, can't be nothing else.
Easily.
Unless y'all count Spider-Man.
I do count Spider-Man as that trilogy, but my only problem with Spider-Man, he took too long to grow up. He took way too long to grow up. That's my only issue.
Yeah.
This kid is in high school and he's acting like he's like in 6th grade. I'm like, bro, what the?
When he was interrupting Strange's spell, it felt like watching Urkel Family Matters.
It did. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Stop
I was
talking.
like, yo. I
um,
I'm like, oh, this is too corny.
cause I think
Yeah.
Thunderbolts is going to be bad. I think Thunderbolts is going to be bad. I think Thunderbolts is going to be I truly think Thunderbolts is going to be bad.
May. I think May.
I think Thunderbolts is going to be bad,
Bro,
guys. I'm not going to lie to you.
When does Cap Brave New World?
February.
Now, I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be good.
Black History Month.
Let's
go.
I think that's going to be good.
Let's go, Anthony Mackie, Papa Doc.
I'm ready for that. And to be honest, I'm ready for Ironheart too. I'm ready for Ironheart. Y'all think Ironheart gonna be good?
Listen, like you said earlier,
man.
No,
hey, we down bad. We are down horrendous.
No, because it's their fault. I'm at a point I just don't care, bro. Like I don't care.
That's okay. Okay, all right.
I'm not hyped.
I'm gonna say this. I don't want the black community to hate me. Don't get me wrong. We love every color on this show, but I did like Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, but it was not better than the first one. And my whole thing with that was, I know we were mourning for T'Challa. Well, for Chadwick, I knew we were mourning for that, but I think it was too centered on that because I feel like, and don't get me wrong, in the comic book, Shuri does become Black Panther, but I had an issue with that from the get-go. Like, why is she debating this? Like, just become Black Panther. Like, I had a real problem with that too, and maybe because the comic book, she's already Black Panther. So I'm like, why are we debating this? Just have her be Black Panther so we can move on. But then again, you know, a lot of people have problems with, female superheroes. So,
you know, it's funny you brought that up because I was actually thinking about this for some time, and I was like, I wonder if maybe, and I think, now me personally, if I found someone to replace him, I personally wouldn't mind, but I think it would have been better if he said something like, "Hey, if something, if I pass away, I wouldn't mind
you taking up the mantle."
If he said that, I'm talking about Chadwick. If Chadwick had said something like that, I don't think it would be as much heat on that subject of somebody replacing him.
I think that they should not try to replace T'Challa, and it should just be Shuri. I don't think they should try to replace T'Challa. I think what we had with Chadwick was great, and I truly can't see anybody else playing that role. I truly can't. And I hear what people saying, well, his son could take on the mantle. At this point, he's still a child. Shuri can do that until he gets of age and train him, but
Josh, I'm gonna throw a wrench in here real quick.
Here we go.
So
don't hit me with the wrench.
You're not. I'm just gonna drop it on the ground.
And I don't like Jason's face right now.
So you just made a statement. You said you don't think he should be replaced. Now,
as in,
we're using this no, go ahead. As in what?
I don't want him to be replaced as in, one, they try to find another T'Challa, like maybe they go to like another Earth and like, oh, this is the T'Challa from Earth.
Variants.
Yeah, like a variant. Right. I don't want him to be a variant.
Earth 313 T'Challa.
And cause that's I don't want him to be CG. I don't want him to be a CGI.
Yeah,
I want him to be. I want him to be recognized as he was an Avenger. He served, and he has just gone to the upper room. Like,
okay, cool, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, right. But what if they were able to do that? Like you said, if they were to find a variant, and they did find an actor to play him, but he did a good job. Like, what if he, like you said, huh?
Dude from Snowfall.
I wanted him to be Jon Stewart too. I did want to do it from.
Wasn't he?
But I think he was too short to be Jon Stewart.
He was too.
I think he's too short. Now I get what you're saying. I still wouldn't want that though. I still want one.
Okay.
Or variant Michael B. Jordan. Y'all doing it to Robert Downey. Bring back Michael B. as a T'Challa from Earth 222.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. That Doomsday thing, we already discussed. That was Marvel reaching. That was Marvel with Robert Downey Jr. being Doomsday.
Coming out.
I
Marvel.
forgot it's called Doomsday. I told you that.
Yeah, he's gonna be Doomsday.
They changed it from Kang to Doomsday, right?
Right.
It was called Kang Dynasty.
It's called Kang Dynasty. And my whole thing was that. My whole thing with that movie.
Sound like a wrestling faction. Sound like a wrestling faction. Doomsday. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Avengers Doomsday.
My whole thing with that, with Robert Downey playing Doomsday, I feel like, first of all, it's a slap to us. It's a slap to the fans. It's a slap to us. Like, why can't you just let the man die? Like, he had a noble cause.
He's not a variant though. He's Victor Von Doom.
That's even more stupid.
Exactly.
It wasn't a slap in my face because they just saved me $15. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna watch it, wink, wink, but I ain't gotta spend no money. So that's what it did for me.
Oh my God.
But see, that's not pushing your pen. The box office numbers is falling.
Right.
The streaming numbers is falling.
Right.
The rating numbers is falling. Wait a minute. We've been hearing all these rumors in social media wishing we bring him back as Tony Stark. You know what? Let's do something better. And let's bring back Robert Downey.
Right. Let's just bring back Robert. Can you imagine how that phone call went? Hey, Robert, this is Kevin. Oh, hey, Kevin, what's up? Hey, we kind of want you to come back to the MCU. As who? You mean y'all making another Iron Man? He was like, we want you to come back as Doomsday.
And that man said, triple what I got paid.
Exactly.
Stock options in Disney. I want shares.
Look,
Bitcoin.
Kevin, I want unlimited access to all Disney parks as long as me and my children are alive. I want
percentage
$500 million
of merch. Yep, percentage of the merch.
I want so much money.
Credits.
I want so much money. When I go to the bathroom, I want to wipe my ass with $100 bill.
They Kevin and Disney, and I pause and respectfully, they were on their knees.
They were.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
They were.
They were at Robert Downey's Ring doorbell. It's us.
Hey, Robert. And Robert Downey's his daughter's like, Dad, is those fools again at the door?
Look.
Like, here they come, rolling back. They always come back, honey. He's showing his wife the phone like they always come back.
At the Ring doorbell. Hey, big head. We know you're in there,
hey,
Robert.
You. Hey, you. What you doing in there?
Oh,
hey,
man.
you.
Robert.
Like,
do you need anything from Shake Shack? We're coming back.
They holding the greasy bag. I got you your favorite. I got you your favorite. You wanted the double shake sauce, right? With the shake sauce? I got you, Robert. I got you. So, but see, that's my point. So then that's at this point, I feel like, okay, we all know DC has had a rocky start. Okay, more than rocky. It's been pretty bad. In fact, I don't think I can name one movie in the DCU.
DCEU.
Oh, thank you. The DCEU, right?
Let's start separating.
You're right. You're right. I don't think I can name one movie in the DCEU that was like a 9 out of 10.
Wonder Woman 1.
Okay. Yes.
No.
Right. No, he's right. Wonder Woman was good.
Not the second 9 out of 10.
I give it a 9 out of 10.
What?
Yeah, Wonder Woman was good.
Okay.
Wonder Woman was
7.
good.
Okay.
Okay, I give you Wonder Woman.
Okay.
That's it.
That may just be it.
So no, the Suicide Squad. So not the Suicide Squad.
Okay, the second Suicide Squad.
Gunn. I'm talking about James Gunn.
Yes.
He
okay.
said DCEU. Is that still DCEU?
That's still okay. All right. So all right. Check this out. That was still under DCEU. But what I liked the fact that James Gunn did it. He could easily, once again, touch on events from that movie and be like, it's canon to his DCU. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right, so it's the second.
Okay, I give you that. Okay. So, Jason, are we saying that Man of Steel was not a 9 out of 10?
That's what I was about to ask y'all.
I'll say 9 out of 10. Yeah.
I was about to ask y'all.
No, Jason
Man
laughing,
of Steel.
and I will continue to say this. When I first saw Man of Steel, I remember telling Jason,
He did.
this shit is trash. I told Jason that.
Y'all
I
went to
said,
go see it?
no, I think we went to go see it separate.
We saw it separate.
And I remember
okay.
telling Jason it was too much.
We saw
like,
Superman Returns together.
Right, we
though,
saw
before
Superman
we
Returns
Man.
together, and I ain't gonna lie, I
Okay.
was like, Brandon Lee's still the best Superman, but this movie is jinx.
I was fighting sleep, bro. I was fighting sleep.
This
I
movie
promise
is
you, I was. I mean, there you
This movie is bad. Like,
bro.
he is clearly a great Superman, but the story was trash.
When he was in the roof with them robbers and he shot the gun, it took a bullet 10 minutes to get to him, man.
Bruh.
I was fighting.
And
Yeah.
I remember telling Jason, like, I don't like. It was 2 Dragon Ball Z fights for me. Like they were zipping across. But then Jason told me to watch it again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now when I did watch it again, I don't know if it was just I just have so much bad blood with Superman movies. Because my favorite Superman movie is easily Superman 2, the Richard. That's when he's fighting
100%.
Zod and right with Christopher Reeve.
Still the best Superman movie ever made.
Still the best Superman movie ever made.
Yeah. I'm not saying that about Man of Steel.
Right.
At all.
Now, when I came back, I told Jason, okay, I was wrong. Man of Steel is not ass, but it is maybe a 6 or 7. And I'm going to probably give it a 7 because I had real big problems with it. One, I had a problem with that they killed Zod. I had a real big problem with that. I hated that. I'm like, why knock out Zod? I had a problem with all the flashbacks. It was too many flashbacks.
Yeah, there were a lot of
way too many flashbacks.
The color grading was kind of dark.
Yeah, and I did not. And Superman and Clark Kent did the same. Like you really can't tell the difference. So, and look, I do understand we're not at that stage anymore where Superman is corny and stuff like that. And I do understand that. I get that. But I do still feel like there needs to be a separation between Clark Kent and Superman.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have to be all cheesy, fumbling over his feet and stuff, but it has to be some separation. And to me, there was no separation.
You're right, though. There's no separation. But
there was no separation between Clark Kent and Superman. And to me, we said it on the show before. I said it. Everybody can damn near get Superman right, but they can't get Clark Kent right. And to be perfectly honest with you, the only 2 people the 3 people that played Superman that I think got it right, easily by far, Christopher Reeve, nailed it beautifully. Brandon Roth nailed it beautifully.
Yeah.
And I'm even gonna give it to your man from Superman and Lois.
Yes.
He plays Clark Kent very well.
Yes.
Very well.
Great show, by the way.
Great show. I gotta finish watching it. And we all know the great Tom Welling in Smallville. The greatest Superman show ever made. And if you want to fight, you can square up and see me at the National Harbor.
I like Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman.
Yeah. Is that the one with
Dean Cain?
I hated that. I hated that show. I hated that. Oh my! I don't know why that show ran for so long. I hated that thing, bro.
Hey, I watched it on HBO Max. It's on HBO. It's like years ago. It actually wasn't that bad, bro. It's actually all right.
Javon said, I mean, he is as fast or faster than right. And right, I get it. And that's why I had to give it some props.
That's the closest, and that's what Javon says, what I said to you.
Right.
That's the closest we've ever seen
Superman
actually
fight. You're right.
Get to be
You're right.
Superman, and the effects actually look great.
Right.
And it makes sense. It's supposed to be a blur and all that other stuff.
You talking about Man of Steel?
And Man of Steel, yeah.
Right. And I think,
and I had a real problem. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand Zod was a general, but Zod was able to fly like 10 minutes. What the fuck? I was like, Superman, you've been training your whole life for this.
Devil's advocate, he's a
war chief, right? Because he is a general. I get it. Get it.
I'm still with you, but I'm
like, and then with him killing, I don't have a problem. Look, we done been down this road too. Sometimes you got to kill. Sometimes you got to do it.
Not if you Batman.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Batman did tell the Joker in the extended cut of Justice League. He said, "Mark my words, I'll kill. I'm gonna fucking kill you." He was like, "And I'm gonna fucking kill you." Like,
But see, oh my god, and it kind of is sad because there were good qualities about the DCEU and they were bad. Like I love Ben Affleck's Batman as that older grizzled
I did
version of
too.
Batman,
I did like him
but
as
I ain't like
Batman.
him killing nobody.
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah,
like
and he
him
was going a
killing.
little ham. I was like, damn, he killing everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
This
And
Batman
it's
was fed
like
up. Ugh.
I think what Zack Snyder was doing. I think he was trying to get us to the Superman everyone knows and loves, but
Mhm.
it's just like I think how he did. He was trying to get us there, but everybody was already, oh man, it still suck. This
Yeah.
don't suck. And then
Yeah.
you
I
got
think
Batman versus Superman coming
So
out. That
let
ain't
me
helping
ask y'all
none.
this. Let me
I
ask you
think he
this.
spoke about Batman killing in the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, he did.
So, if
Yeah, I
I'm-
remember they was, yeah. Let me ask
Oh
you this
yeah.
though. Would you be comfortable with Gunn giving my man from Rebel Moon, who played Cyborg? I'll forget his name. Would you be cool with him giving him another go round?
Jason, I'll let you take this.
Damn. No, but I thought he was he was a great Cyborg. He's
I'll
a good
say
actor.
this.
He's a
Go
good
ahead.
actor too. He is a good actor. I could
He
actually see
is.
him being Jon Stewart too. But I think Cyborg was so good for him. He did so good as Cyborg, man.
Well, the Jon Stewart, he might as well pack that up. But
Yeah, that's true.
Cyborg, he kind of is a feature. They kind of made him a feature character in this iteration of Justice League. So let me not go. Don't let me not go to the '90s where he them. But they don't need him. Cyborg the character. I mean, they don't.
But Fish did a good. He
Could be atmosphere, which is background. He could be in the background.
no. I need him
You know, like when
his
they do Justice
Cyborg.
League, you can see all the cameos in the background.
But
Like,
his Cyborg had so much
they go
feeling in
Starfire
it,
right
man.
there. Oh snap!
Like that scene.
Right.
That scene when
I agree with
when
you.
he tells whatchamacallit, I'm not broken. Like, and this whole time, like that man, he was so good as Cyborg, bro. He really was. He was so good.
His
You know-
father was the dude from Terminator 2, right?
Yes. Yeah, that was him. Yep, that was him.
They
Miles
could bring
Dyson.
him back. Yeah.
Man, if you bring him that, then you got to bring back my. What is that dude's name? Now I can't remember what his name is.
Who
But-
was the father on Titans? He's a record. Who was that?
I can't think.
Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher. That was his name.
Oh yeah.
Ray Fisher, bro. He was
Hold
a
on.
great. He was a great Cyborg, man. A great
Yeah.
Cyborg. He is really a good actor though. He was in
He
he
is.
was in the 3rd season of True Detective. Remember he was Marshall
Oh.
Ali's son.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he did good. He did good in that thing, man. He's a good actor, bro. I need him to come back and be Cyborg, bro.
Okay, Josh, I hear what you're saying, but it's almost like you gotta understand people are gonna associate that with the old regime. That's why I say you gotta get a
You think so?
Josh, I'm telling you, we have to this is James Gunn training us to separate what came before. This is James Gunn's baby now. We have to, because it's almost like we can't bring no remnants from the old regime into this one.
But if that's the
Because-
case, oh well, Peacemaker doesn't count. You're right. You're right.
Right. Because people are going to associate, oh, if you could bring him, why ain't he bring this, that? It's going to be a whole thing.
Okay,
Like-
you're right.
Okay, let me ask you this. If you build in a house, right, and the whole house is decrepit, but there's only one room that's looking good,
Mm-hmm.
but you kind of have to destroy the whole house in order to, you can't work around that
I'm gonna work
one
around that
room.
one room, Ryan. I'm gonna work around that one.
Well, that house going to be tore up.
It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. You're right. It's gonna now. Hold on. Cuzzo said. Hold on. He said that Cyborg. See, to me, he said that Cyborg's a side hero, but I think Cyborg he doesn't get the proper respect that he does. And to be perfectly honest with you, he's a member of the Justice League. Like
He make you talk about proper respect live action wise.
he doesn't.
Animated, he's everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
he's
saying.
everywhere
In the
animated,
movies,
yeah.
but see, I definitely feel like too when it comes to superheroes, a lot of people don't read comics, so they're basing their interpretation of the
Excuse me.
characters on what they're seeing on TV.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Cyborg wasn't on Titans. He was on Doom Patrol. The father.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
was
was
still
Doom Patrol.
Morris.
Yep, you're right.
He was on Doom Patrol.
Yeah, he was.
When he was, yeah, you're right. Now I will like to see Vixen. There are a lot of heroes because you're right. I would like to see Vixen. Okay. I would like to see Black Lightning. I would like to see Black Lightning. I would like to see The Question. I would like to see Huntress. I would like to see good Cassandra Cain and not that BS they gave us in Birds of Prey. I would like to see a good Cassandra Cain. Okay.
I got that on Blu-ray DVD. I keep forgetting.
Man, don't get me wrong. The movie was good. What they did to Cassandra Cain was terrible. I did not like that. They just straight disrespected Cassandra Cain, and I'm not with that at all.
I just like Smell It.
I would like to see I would like to see the other cores. I would like to see, and I would actually like to see some villains. Maybe Randall Savage.
Vandal Savage, that would be a good villain.
That'd be a good one. Been around for years, like decades, kept living. I would like to see maybe we get like some people from like the new comic books, like Insomnia, I mean, with the dude who put everybody to sleep. I like to see, I would really love for them to pull some more maybe we get a Justice League Dark. We get the monkey who's the detective. I always forget his name. Chimp, I think his name. Maybe we get him. There's this thing. If James Gunn really dishes this out, because think about it, the Sandman universe too. Sandman that everybody liked on Netflix. Yeah, that's a DC Comics thing.
Can't wait for the second season.
So now you can bring Sandman. You can bring Lucifer. You can bring Death. You can bring that leads to Constantine. And then if you get Constantine, you get, you don't have to bring, but it'd be great if you bring Swamp Thing. You could bring Swamp Thing in there.
And that's why James Gunn is perfect, because he knows he even said in Creature Commandos we're gonna be seeing some characters that they'll just pop up. But
yes,
I like that because everybody you just named, he could do it in a way where they could be like standing somewhere or referenced, or we could probably get to them. All of them, we might get like a deep intellectual story from them, but if they're referenced or seen,
right,
like I said, the world is already built.
And then Cuzzo just said the Wonder Twins. I'm down for that. I'm down to see the Wonder. Now, here's the thing though. If they do the Wonder Twins, it would have to be like dark. It would have to be like a dark, like it would have to be damn near like gritty. Like kind of like how Hawk and Dove was in Titans. It would have to be like that. Because I think a lot of people and he actually said the Wonder, because he's about that age where he's sort of one of the twins. I guarantee if I told somebody, yo, do you know who the Wonder Twins are? They won't be able to tell me.
The Super Friends.
Right, but most people don't even know that.
Right.
That was one great show.
That was a great show. The Super Friends were a great show. It was. Because
they showed everybody.
They did. They
showed everybody.
And actually, I forgot the Wonder Twins actually do have some new comic book stuff out.
I did not know that.
That will be a great, to bring the Wonder Twins. Oh, that will be vicious. That would be so good, dude. Oh my goodness. That would be like that. That would be like that.
I just want to see what he do with Batman.
Man, James Gunn got this, man.
I'm not disagreeing now. I just want to see.
I'm nervous. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm nervous.
Oh, okay.
I'm nervous about Batman. I'm nervous about Batman.
What makes you
important
nervous?
To me personally.
Right.
So
go ahead. No, I'm kind of with you. I think Batman. Okay, everybody likes Superman, but everybody loves Batman because Batman,
me included.
Yeah, like Batman, he's more relatable. He's more relatable. Right. I'm nervous because one, he's going to have to live up to the Batman that Matt Reeves did.
The cape and cowl, my boy. The cape and cowl.
He's going to have to do that. Superman, I'm nervous about that because that's a big character to fill. and I'm not just putting on James Gunn. I'm talking about you have to be okay. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I think the old school Supermans did good because the only interpretation you saw of Superman was from animated stuff, like the old school cartoons and stuff. So seeing and don't get me wrong, Christopher Reeve's father George Reeves did Superman too, but that Superman was kind of new. It was kind of like what the Matrix was. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of groundbreaking.
For me personally, and this is not to diminish the difficulty of being Superman, I just think it's more difficult to be Batman in a movie
Agreed.
than Superman.
I agree with that.
Not to say Superman is not easy. It's not to be Superman either. I think it's easier, but it's not easy because outside of Reeves, he like Roth as Clark was not as Superman. I like Cavill as Superman, but not as Clark.
No, I like Roth as both. I like Roth as both.
Both.
I think he was a good Superman and a good.
You talking about the dude that lifted Kryptonite Island off the water? And
Let's not talk about that scene. Let's not talk about that scene. That was bad writing. That was bad. Whoever wrote that, I would have read it and be like, "You're fired. Get out of here. Get out of here."
That's Superman.
He said
Like,
Kryptonite Island.
I'm like, get out of here. Like
he had 3 lines the whole movie.
Oh man.
Like I do think that is a hard thing to do. And I think because why Smallville did so good is because you got to see Superman before he actually was Superman. It was relatable because here's Clark trying to maneuver these powers and he was messing up. He tripped into somebody, broke their rib cage. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He didn't know how to do his heat vision, but it was triggering looking at, sexy women. He was like, ah. And his parents really couldn't know how to help him.
Yeah.
And I think it was relatable. When he's like this, it's not relatable. Yeah. Well, I think that's why the show does so good because it's Superman having 2 children. I don't know how to be a dad. My dad's dead. Yeah. So even like when when his son plays football and that episode where he could see his eyes like, no, he's like, just let your lasers go in my, like his heat vision in his hands. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? That's Clark being a dad. That's him being vulnerable. Even when he's talking to Lois, he's like, honey, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? That's why that does good.
Yeah. He just got his X-ray vision.
Whoa, okay. Now we got to ban my cousin in the chat. He just said Smallville sucked. Moderators, get him out of here. Ban him. That's right. I'm banning my own family. Ban him. He can't ban him. Get him out the chat. No. Get him out the chat. He just said Smallville sucked. Get him out the chat. We don't got time for nonsense like that. But
yeah, his in this last season, the season I just watched 3, Jordan just got his X-ray.
See?
But he didn't. But he didn't help. It was his brother
who helped him out.
But he was still being a father because, well, not to give away much of season 3.
Yeah, because I still want to see it. I still want to see it.
He's training Jordan now to be, to get it right. So this time when he get his X-ray vision, as you spoke about with the heat vision, he was like, do this. This time he purposely stood aside and was like, nope, figure it out.
Figure it out.
And Jonathan helped him. Yeah. But he just looked at him like,
I think that's why
you want to be the hero. You want to learn your power.
Learn it. Right.
Training wheels is off. Right. Figure it out.
But like even when his sons in that first season, when they asked him, like, so how does it work? Do you hear stuff all the time? And he was like, yes, I just got to learn how to tune it out. He was like, what? Like, it's relatable because they're like, wait, you can hear everything and you just been toning it out?
And you saw how Jordan was going through
it. Yeah, he was going through it. He was like, oh. But I think that's why the show does good because it's relatable. Like when he's full-blown Superman, he's not relatable to nobody because he's the most powerful person on the planet.
Yeah.
Now, when he gets vulnerable, when he's under, the red sun or somebody's actually beating him, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Now, don't get me wrong, Ryan, I'm with you. I think James Gunn is going to he's going to do good. I know that he's actually reading the comics because he made little shots.
In the writers.
He's bringing in the writers. Exactly. So I'm just scared of a new Superman. That's it.
I just want to see how he gonna hit this Batman movie.
Yeah. We're gonna see. We're gonna.
I'm not scared. I just want to see it. I'm not scared.
You just want to see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
What
I'm
direction
nervous.
he
Like I'm
goes in.
super nervous. I'm super nervous.
Because outside of Keaton, and I don't know how y'all feel about Bale.
He was cool.
Okay, Michael Keaton, best Batman. Wait, are we talking about everyone? Patterson and everybody? And is that what we're talking about?
I got Keaton at 1 for sure.
Oh, easy, Michael Keaton number 1. Easy. There's not no even question about it.
I think Clooney.
Oh, he's last for me. Terrible.
He's last.
He was a good Bruce Wayne.
He was a good Bruce
I
Wayne.
can see him
Absolutely.
more as a Wayne as a Batman.
Yeah.
Bale.
Second. I'll give him second. Christian Bale was a good Batman.
So what about Val? Because Val
was good. Val was good. He may be he may be 3. Val may be 3.
Val reminded me of a talented football player that didn't reach his potential because he had a bad head coach. He could have been Peyton Manning.
Val Kilmer was a good Batman. He was.
But he was ice cold as Bruce though.
Ice cold.
Ice
cold.
I ain't like his
He
ice
was
cold.
ice cold as Bruce.
Like,
but it wasn't because it was the writing of the.
It was the writing, right?
It was dark. It was dark as MF boy.
I love how Michael Keaton
was.
He couldn't move his neck in his Batman costume, so like when he had to turn and look at somebody, he was like, he was just turning. But
that man was dry as ice.
Yeah,
he had a girlfriend and everything.
In fact, it would. I know Val Kilmer is sick, but it would have been great to see him in like in the Flash when they do the flashback and they go back to his Batman. That would have been great. I know he's sick though from the cancer.
I didn't see the extent of his sickness until I watched the second. And when I saw, I knew he was sick.
Oh yeah.
When I saw him in the second Top Gun and how they were teasing him the whole movie, and then he showed up and he had to literally like type. I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
So there's a good documentary about his son actually made a documentary about him called Val. It's on Prime.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah, it's I really didn't know it was that bad and then man, I had to cut it off. He was doing an interview and he was getting an award and he was trying to talk and man, it's sad to watch and I had to cut it off. It was sad.
And one more shout out to Val. The Saint will always be my favorite Val.
Easily. And A Ghost in the Darkness when he's the hunter with that's one of my favorite Val Kilmer.
Oh, that is him. Yeah.
Crimson Tide. He was in Crimson Tide. Yo, Val Kilmer is like probably he is so much slept on for his acting.
Yes.
Like it's ridiculous.
He was dope in Top Gun.
Yeah, he was dope in
Top Gun. He was dope.
Yep.
But the Saint,
I tell people he was the best thing about Top Gun, the first one.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, Tom Cruise wasn't all that. Val Kilmer was the main dude in Top Gun, the first one.
But the Saint and Heat.
The Saint
and goes to the dark.
And Heat. Oh my gosh, Heat.
He made it. He was the only one that made it. That man pulled up to the crib, looked up at his wife. His wife gave him the signal. He was like,
nice man.
I'm out. He was like, I'm out.
He was like, the kid needs me.
Yep. Shout out to Val, man.
Shout out to Val Kilmer. That man is on it. Does anybody got any closing remarks before we head out?
Man, this Nosferatu look like it might be good.
Dude, that thing is going to be like that. That thing is.
To see that.
I'm going to have to go to the movies to go see that.
Sonic.
I'm going to have to go to the movies to go see that. Because that thing is looking sweet. That thing is looking sweet.
I think that Friday I'm gonna that Friday I think I'm gonna go because I
think you're putting Craven too much on the pedestal here. I think Craven gonna end up being like Venom. I think it's gonna end up being like Venom. I think it's gonna be Venom. I think it's gonna be Venom or Morbius, and both of them were bad. Both of them were bad.
I watched Morbius.
How was it?
Terrible. Terrible. But it's better than Venom. It's better than Venom, though. It's better than Venom.
Terrible.
But it's terrible. It is terrible. Especially
his best friend.
in the subway, that scene is so cringe. It's like, oh my God. Oh. Now,
he dropped it. Oh, boy,
I do. I'm not going to lie to you. I do want to see Craven, but I just think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be bad.
I will check out Craven the same way I checked out Venom 3. The same exact way.
I think Craven is going to be. I don't think it's going to be Venom bad, but I think it's going to be Morbius bad. I think it's going to be Morbius bad for sure. For sure. I like if now
holy reshoots, Batman.
holy reshoot. Now look, I could be wrong and it could be good, but I just don't. I'm not having no faith in that. I'm not.
And they wasted that Easter egg at the end of Morbius. Was actually
Exactly.
really cool.
At the end of Morbius, right? Is that what you're about to say?
It made no sense at one.
That
No
man,
sense.
he said, "Oh, looks like I just went to another world."
Right? What?
Seconds later, after getting out of jail, had a full-blown Iron Man suit pulled up
Now,
on him, high tech.
I think because
ready to go.
Craven is kind of grounded, and it may be all right. Like I think that may be the saving grace of it. Like
This is what I will say. I've seen that they have advertised this Craven movie as like a villain movie.
right,
People are about to learn the valuable lesson.
like stop killing
what
off your
it
villains.
really, not killing off the villains, but people will learn a valuable lesson of actually making a great villain story. Because for to advertise Craven as a villain movie, and we're coming off the Penguin,
Yeah.
let that man Craven out there look like Superman.
Yeah,
Watch what's gonna happen.
yeah,
Watch what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
And-
He better be doing some villainous stuff.
right,
Because-
Yeah.
right. Because that's at the end of the day, that's
You
what
saw
Craven
Penguin.
was. You know what I'm saying?
This
So
man's about to let his own mama get his.
yeah, I'm like I said, I do want to see it. I just don't think it's gonna be good. And I forgot to hit the record button, so none of the stream is recorded. Luckily, YouTube does like save it, but I like recording it so we can get it in the full quality. And I didn't hit the button, so now I'm a rookie, and everybody can make fun of me for the next 24 hours because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. First thing I said, I gotta hit the record button.
I just got two things before we.
Okay.
One, I saw people saying that the therapist on the Penguin might be Scarecrow because they saw something in his office.
I
Wait,
saw that too.
the dude Rude or Rudy or whatever his name was? What the one who was messing with Sophia?
Yeah.
I feel like people reaching.
I'm half and half on that.
I feel like they
half and
reaching.
half.
Him digging into her mind, old lights, the therapy.
Right,
Just saying.
but I'm gonna tell you why.
Just saying. I don't know.
Now I can see that with the red light. I can definitely see that. And regardless of what people think, Jonathan Crane was a great therapist. He was a great therapist. He was a villain, but that's what made him a good villain because he was a legit therapist. Catwoman being Sophia says, being half says, that's a thing. And what was the other one?
Number
Right,
two,
I was about to say what was the
last thing. All of us, not just us here, but everybody listening and watching, we need to start having beautiful conversations about Cobra Kai. Okay, I don't hear.
Yes, stepsister style for you, stepsister. Yes,
I don't hear Cobra Kai being talked about in a beautiful light as other shows that come out.
No,
this is season 4, season 5.
All right, let me correct. Let me lay this on you. For the longest, when Cobra Kai was first on Netflix, not Netflix, but when it was on YouTube, okay, I watched one episode and I was like, this shit is like that. Now since it's on Netflix, I started watching again, but I do need to finish it. I have not finished the first season.
Too. Oh my
God. I'm way behind. I'm way behind. I know. I'm way behind. I know.
You like me with Game of Thrones.
Jason, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to have to really talk about that next week because I need to truly know why. I will tell you this.
I know people that watch Game of Thrones like 9 times.
Now, I'm not watching no. Now, I will at least tell you that it's probably top 10 greatest shows of all time.
Top 10 greatest show of all time, Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Of all genres of shows?
Of all genres. Oh, well, because that's a hard category there. Maybe top
drama.
Maybe drama. Okay, I can go with drama. I'll go with drama.
So can we compare drama-wise Game of Thrones with The Wire?
to me, it is under the wire, right under the wire.
Not right on it. Okay. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna do some research.
I want to need you to get back next week because we really got to talk about that. Because when you said that, first I was like, okay, he trolling. But then I saw your face. I was like, wait, he's not trolling. He really doesn't.
I'm serious. The only thing I liked about Game of Thrones was Jon Snow. Don't talk about Jon Snow. Don't disrespect Jon Snow. I will accept no slander about Jon Snow.
I agree.
He's the GOAT.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
Okay.
But are you saying
got Terminator, Commando, we got a Reacher, and Jon Snow?
No, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
But here's my thing. You know what? No, we're gonna get into it next week because this needs to be a whole thing.
What's Bruce Willis' character on Die Hard name?
God,
I was about to say McNulty.
now I can't think of it. God dang it.
McClane.
John McClane. Yeah.
Greatest hero of all time. John McClane, Jon Snow, Terminator,
John Connor.
not John. Who else is the greatest time? Austin Powers. Jon Snow is in that realm. I was joking about Austin Powers, but Jon Snow is in that realm, man.
We're definitely gonna have to talk about this, Jason. We're definitely gonna talk about this.
Ethan from Mission Impossible, he a GOAT too.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about this.
John Wick is a GOAT too. John Wick probably top. Top 5 hero ever, John Wick.
Huh?
Top 5 hero ever, John Wick.
Yes, I can agree with that.
With McClane.
I can agree with that. Top, yeah.
What about Riggs from Lethal Weapon?
Riggs, yes, Riggs like that. Ryan, you got anything?
Nah, I just had that nose for Rasu. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, that thing gonna be like that. Everyone, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. I just want to let you know, guys, we are making a better effort to stay consistent on this show. We are making a better effort, and it's halfway me. So it's always me. Love y'all. Stay frosty. Thanks for watching. Y'all be good. No, remember, if you can't be good at it.